Hi, welcome to Conversion Conversations. My name is Cameron, and today I am taking a look at Transformers Generations War for Cybertron Earthrise Cliffjumper. And he is a deluxe figure, but he is a very tiny deluxe figure. He's a pretty cool looking red sports car, evocative of his G1 alt mode. Not quite as chibi as his original mode was, but if you want to compare this deluxe to, let's say, a standard Siege Deluxe like Smokescreen, both cars, you can see easily the size difference that we're talking about. There was an attempt to make up some of that value by giving us this gun cannon thing, which is nice and big, ridiculous for Cliffjumper to have. But I don't actually mind the size of it. I think, Cliffjumper was a little mini bot. People want that little bot. This is the way to do that. I think that's pretty neat. Other than that, he looks really good. I like his windshields. I like the less greebly details we get in his alt mode. I think it's pretty swell looking. It rolls really nicely. You can port his big old cannon on top if you really wanted to. But other than that, there's not a whole lot to say here. Oh, let me do a quick comparison. Here is Cliffjumper and here is Legends Titans Return Bumblebee. So there you can see kind of, he definitely is closer to a Legends figure than a Deluxe figure. I feel like that's a fair comparison to make. But let's go ahead and get him transformed. To start out, and this kind of surprised me, I guess I wasn't paying that much attention when the news about the toy came out, but he does parts form. We want to take the back of his car boot and just pull it straight up if possible. Let me see if I can get there we go. Get your nail under it, wiggle it out. These two pegs are being held on by his arms. We can fold out this peg here. If we can get down into it, we'll need that peg for later. Set that aside for now. Then we can come in on the remaining car mode, and we can start by extending out these shoulder pieces, which start separating out the hood of the car, and we can lengthen and separate out the side panels, kind of showing us what his legs will look like as well as his arms. We can get the arms out of the way for now. For the legs and feet, they can straighten out, and then we're going to rotate the back of the wheel 90 degrees on both sides, and then rotate the front of the car hood 90 degrees. And on the side door of the car, there is a little peg here that can slide right into the separation on the wheel hub and lock it into place. Same thing on this side. Rotate this down, rotate this in, spin your wheel until you get a good lock. And those are Cliffjumper's big stomping feet. We can flip his waist 90 degrees. Fold his chest down, which lets us fold in his car hood and fold it back up, and then straighten out his arms. And there is Cliffjumper. If you don't want him with any kibble on his back, you can, like I said, there's a peg back here. We can take that peg, slide it in, and he gets, a bit of a car hood behind him, but he is all integrated in one piece. If we want to have him hold his gun, he can absolutely do that. And here is Cliffjumper. And, he looks like a nice little, again, not quite a deluxe. Let me show a size comparison real quick. So here's Cliffjumper. And here is a standard deluxe Autobot car like Smokescreen. Oop. Besides his gun shoulder popping off, we can see, there is definitely a big size difference between Cliffjumper and Smokescreen. And then here's Cliffjumper next to Titans Return Bumblebee. And you can see, that's not that much of a size difference between the two of them. So yeah, Cliffjumper in robot mode is a little boy. He definitely feels, he's got more weight and heft to him than Bumblebee. I think Bumblebee did some mass shifting to take a very tiny vehicle mode and make it as big of a little robot as possible. But yeah, Cliffjumper is a cool looking little dude. He's got decent articulation. The head, unfortunately, doesn't have any real waggle to it, but it can turn 360. The arms can go 360 in and out. Single jointed elbow, wrist twist. There is articulated wrists. The hips can go out 90 degrees. He can do a 90-degree bend at the knee, and then he does have ankle tilt just like every other War for Cybertron figure. He's nice. I think, for me, his weapon articulates also. You can do different configurations by separating out the different pieces however you want. You can do all sorts of different things. You know, give him just a single blaster if you want. Double blasters. Putting the different pieces in different spots. So he's neat. He's a cool little figure. I've enjoyed playing around with him, but what I've realized in handling Cliffjumper is that he is not my Cliffjumper. He looks great. He's a cool Generations representation of the G1 toy, but this is my Cliffjumper. I didn't care about Cliffjumper until I saw him in Transformers Prime. I just love The Rock's take on the character. I thought he had a really cool opening, kind of badass little intro in the show, and then he set up Starscream's cool, maniacal tendencies in the show really well. This is the design that I prefer. So while I do like Cliffjumper, and I think I can recommend him to other people, acknowledging that he is small for the price, but to me that's not a deal breaker, he won't be staying in my collection. So I'm actually going to be giving him away. So let me know below if you'd like Cliffjumper. Just leave a comment saying, hey, I'd like to get Cliffjumper. What I'll be doing is in the next video, I will do I'll draw the winner from the people who comment below, and then go ahead and ship him out to you. Free shipping in the States. I'll pack him up in alt mode and ship him nice. I've done it before when there's just a figure that I'm not keeping in my collection. So if you want Cliffjumper and you haven't gotten a chance to get your hands on him, here's an opportunity. All right, that's it for me today. Thank you, everyone, and have a great day. See ya.